Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Total Pro Nation's Lambos Butter Sports, presented to you by Silent Sports Network. Another college football preview. We're going to be talking about the University of Clemson, number 9 versus Duke University. Um, it's a very good game. It happens September 4th. It happens on Labor Day. I think it's going to be a very competitive game. New era. It's a new era in Clemson. You have freshman quarterback Cade Klubnik, or I think he's a sophomore now, but sophomore quarterback Cade Klubnik. You have a new offensive coordinator, Garrett Riley, who came from TCU. You still have Will Shipley at the running back spot. So we'll see how that goes. I think the question for Clemson is, are they back? Are they good enough to compete for the college football playoff? Will they take back the ACC throne? I mean, they won the ACC championship last year, but there's going to be a lot of teams coming after Clemson. I think Florida State has a chance to, take the ACC away from Clemson. So this is going to be one of the first games. We'll see how it goes. For Clemson, we got a very explosive offense. The wide receivers as well, they're pretty decent. But I think it's going to be the Cade Klubnik and Will Shipley. You got to give Will Shipley at least about 25 to 30 carries a game. I think the defense is somewhat improved. The defense was somewhat terrible last year. But with the loss of Brent Venables, who was their former defensive coordinator, who is now the head coach at the University of Oklahoma, the defense wouldn't be sharp. I think it would be fine. We'll see how it goes with Clemson. I think Clemson still pulls off the win. They still have an 82% chance of winning this game. I think Clemson will pull this off. Normally, these types of games against Duke on Labor Day are on neutral site fields. So I think they'll pull this off. But let's not underestimate the University of Duke now. You have Mike Elko, who is the new coach of the University of Duke. He took over David Cutcliffe after the 2021 season. He was named the ACC Coach of the Year. Duke last year won 9 games. It went 9-4 last year. And their ACC play, they went from 0-8 to 5-3 in the ACC play conference. So Mike Elko has done a very excellent job. They extended his deal all the way through 2029. Duke has a lot of high expectations going into the second year. I think their quarterback is very something special. The quarterback for Duke is Riley Leonard, who is a junior out of Alabama. So I think Riley Leonard is going to bring in a lot of juice. They also have other key guys as well. The running back spots, you got Travis Bates, you got Jalen Coleman. A lot of good stuff. You got Malik Sims, the wide receiver position. So I think Duke is going to bring the fight. They're going to be competitive. I think this game is going to be very, very close. I think last year nobody expected Duke to be good. They won 9 games, so I'm going to predict for Duke to possibly win 10 games this year. Is this possibly the upset alert? Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure. I'm still going to pick Clemson to win this game at least by 10 points. But it won't be, the Clemson game where they play, Georgia Tech and whatnot. So we will have to see how that goes along those lines with Duke. But I think I'm very, very confident in Duke. They're going to win 10 games. There's a lot of good stuff about Duke that's coming up. But what the question is Clemson. Clemson has to win all their games to even reach the top 4 of the college football playoff. Last year, they were knocked off when they lost to the University of South Carolina. And the early loss when they lost to Notre Dame as well, when they got blown out by Notre Dame. So what does Clemson bring to the table? Will they compete for the national championship? They should. I think Clemson's schedule is sort of a cakewalk. I don't think there's any really good competitive teams except for the University of Notre Dame. You could probably throw Florida State in there, but I think Clemson's a very, very soft schedule, so they should be able to easily go undefeated. But like I said, you never know when it comes to Clemson. They'll probably stay undefeated for a while, and then, they'll lose the teams they're supposed to beat, or they'll unexpectedly lose when it happens. So I think the Cade Klubnik and Garrett Riley situation, I think it's going to be very, a lot of passing in the offense. The chemistry will get down very, very quick, very, very fast. They spent at least a good 7-8 months together. So I think with Cade Klubnik, he has a lot to learn. He played a little last year. He just had a lot of turnovers. He just threw out the pocket. He did some dumb stuff, but I hope he learns from that. To stay in the pocket, I hope he learns his poise. I think he has a great and a bright future at the University of Clemson. And hopefully they bring in some type of national championship like they did with Trevor Lawrence. Like I said, Clemson has not won national championship since 2018, so it's been a good 5 years now. So will Cade Klubnik be the face of Clemson to bring home the next championship since Trevor Lawrence? So we'll see how that goes along the lines. So thank you, Totem Pole Nation. It's Lambos Water Sports presented to you by Silent Sports Network. Don't forget to tune into the recent content. This is Totem Pole. We're the low man on the Totem Pole. And we'll be catching you later on. Go Clemson.